Hello everyone, I go by the name A Cracked Teacup, and welcome to my channel. Today I would like to show you how I personally do hair in Clip Studio art, or Clip Studio Paint. I always call it Clip Studio, I apologize. Anyway, in my journey to learn how to make a webtoon, I have came across a lot of different shortcuts, and one of them that I really enjoyed was a little trick with the selection tool. So how I do the hair is first have your line art done and make sure you don't have any gaps in it anywhere, because if it does, this isn't going to work the way you want it to. So once I make sure my line art is solid, I go in and I duplicate the layer. By the way, I like to have a folder for the lines and a folder for the color. It just makes organizing easier for later on. And then I take the duplicate and I put it in the color area. Once I do that, I go in here and push that button right there. That'll make it where it will accept color. So I'm going to turn that invisible for just a minute, and I'm going to click the layer that my line art's on. Take your magic wand, and my stuff may be in different areas than yours. I do apologize. Due to the customization options on here, I've moved everything around many years ago, so I can't remember what I've moved and what I haven't. So click outside of what you're wanting to color. The reason is if you go in and you try and click everything in here, you're going to miss some areas, it's going to take a long time, so on and so forth. Where if you click the outside, you can then go up to the option here, select. After that, go down to invert selected area. That's going to flip your selection. So now I'm going to also make this one invisible. I apologize, I'm having sinuses or a cold or something. Anyway, click this one right here and bring it below. You want this one on the very bottom. The reason is I'm going to take the color I chose as my hair color and push it while everything is invisible, and then I'm going to turn my lines back on. And then I'm going to click this one here because this is one I will be coloring. The reason I did that is it's just a lot faster than taking your tool and trying to do this. While this is an option, it takes time, and if you're making a webcomic or a commission or something that you just don't want to spend a whole lot of time on, every few seconds counts. So yeah, once I have this, by the way, on my line art, I am ADHD, I apologize. On my line art, I did it on a vector line. I always use vector because with vector, you have options where you can like move the line, or you can even do like this. Oh, what am I doing wrong? Oh, normally that moves for me, I don't know. Oh, it's because it's outside my selected area, duh, sorry. Anyway, yeah, with vector you can move your lines around so you have more freedom. So if you make a mistake or you just don't like how something looks, you have more freedom to correct it. So anyway, back to the mission at hand. Once you have this selected and you click the line art that's down in color, you then can take your fill bucket and change. I accidentally hit the line, so I just turned all the lines purple. But you can go in and you can select anything in here to make it the colors you want. So say you want to give her rainbow hair, or him, or whoever has this hair, and anime, you can do anything. So you go in and you make it the colors you want it. Now the next step I'm going to show you makes shadows really easy. So I did this to give you some variety in the hair. I like Halloween, so I'm going to say she's wearing a Halloween bow. I know it's February, I'm having fun. So at this point I'm going to go in and I'm going to make 2 extra layers. Both of them, this one here. So on this one, click it, and it doesn't matter what order you do these 2 in, but personally I like doing my shadows first, my highlights later. So click this, name it whatever you want, and go up where it says normal, and you're going to click this one here. And then after that, go to your second one, click, and this one you're going to do color dodge. No, I think it's color dodge. It's either color dodge or glow dodge. We'll find out in a second. I forget. So you take it directly above the one you're. I'm sorry. Go to this one. Click this button here, which is clip to layer below. And do the same with this one, and the same with this one. So all three of these are clipped to your blue layer. So you turn your blue one off, they turn off. The reason you did this is if you go into the airbrush, you take the exact same color that you have in an area. So for example, let's do the blue first, because I really like this blue. So with the exact same color, you can take your airbrush and go in and put anywhere you want a shadow. By the way, I'm going to mess these shadows and highlights up. I'm not trying to make this pretty, I'm just trying to show you all how it works. So it's up to you to make your shadows pretty. This is just a shortcut to make them faster. But yeah, if you use the exact same color that you used to make the art, it's going to work out nice because you won't have to use a black shadow or a white highlight. I know people complain about that sometimes. So you can go in and add, oh, I got a little too high on that, but it's okay. You can go in and just, erase. But you go in and you put your shadows anywhere you want them, and you do that with each color that you have in it. And if you want to use a darker color, there's nothing wrong with that. Go for it. If you want to use a lighter one, that's an option too. But you go in and you put your shadows in whatever color you're wanting them. And then, once it's how you like it, you can go over here and click the color you want to use and do the exact same thing, but this will lighten it in the color that you're using. So say if the sun's hitting up here, check that out. And like I said, I am not good with shadowing and lighting. I'm just showing you how you can use it. Main thing is make sure you're on the layer that you need to be on to add your highlights or your shadows, so on and so forth. So once you've done this, say these aren't quite bright enough for you, you can go right click, duplicate layer, and look, it's super bright. Same thing for the shadows, not dark enough, duplicate layer, super dark. And then, let me delete both those duplicates. Say you think that it's just too blunt. Take this and just bring it down. See how it's slowly adapting where it's looking more like light and less like you threw paint over top of your bow. Same thing for the shadow. Take it down until it's complementing your photo. And then if it's still too rough around the edges, go in and I have a smear brush you can get on Clip Studios. Someone uploaded it for me. I'll get my own going soon enough. But it's called a Cracked Teacups Smudge Tool. I can link you if you need to. But you take that, and I took the regular smudge tool and I tinkered with it until I was able to make sure you're in the right layer. I tinkered with it until I was able to make it do what I wanted it to do. And boom. So yeah, this is how I do my highlights and my hair coloring and so on and so forth. Hopefully I do it better than what I did here, but this is just to show y'all. So for a fast rundown, select the outside, select the invert, and then use your layers. So yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. I'll help the best I can. Everything I've learned has been self-taught or researched, so on and so forth. So yeah, this is my first video, and I hope you all stay safe, have an amazing day, and peace.